Hey guys, today I'm going to talk to you about Chiron and through the houses. Not totally, but I'm going to talk about my own. I had, at birth, I had my natal chart astrology, Chiron, in my 4th house. And basically Chiron takes from birth to the age 50, 51 to become conjunct and be exact where it was when it was born. An example would be the moon takes 30 days to move around a chart, but Chiron basically is to do with the wounds that we have as children and that what we need to heal in this lifetime. And by the age of 51, it's like we graduate and we've got a choice. We either get to 50, 51 and we haven't dealt with it and then we live that out the rest of our lives, not in a happy place, or we deal with it and the wound becomes our gift back to the world. And I found that for me, it's been a hard struggle with Chiron where my placement was, but it's going to be hard for anybody. It's just going to be different. And it meant that I basically have come full circle and I've begun to really heal that deep, deep wound inside of me so that I can now be that gift to the world that I wish to be. And I'm going to show you a couple of things. I'm going to show you my birth chart to begin with, so you can understand what the Chiron placement, and I'm going to share a screen, and then I'm also going to show you a beautiful web page I found which just shows Chiron through the houses. So I will put a link on both of them so that you can go and check out where your own Chiron placement is, but you will need your time of birth in order to access that. And then also I'll discuss a book that I received today which is beautiful about Chiron. It arrived today, so I read about my own house and the meaning to me, and it really has given me a lot of encouragement. So first of all, share screen, and I'm going to show you here you go. So what we have is that you've got Chiron at birth. You can see that this is the sign for Chiron, which is known as the wounded healer, which means that when I was a baby, 21st of May 1966, I was born, my Chiron was here. And I actually have a Chiron conjunct Saturn, which means something as well. And the archetype of Saturn is our teacher. Not everybody will have that. Everybody's chart is slightly different. So Chiron, you can see that little green mark there where I'm pointing to. That's where Chiron is today. On the 30th of March this year, I was 50. I turned 51 on the 21st of May. But my Chiron became conjunct exact around the 30th of March, so that little mark would have been there. So this is my time to tie up loose ends and leave my past behind and bring it in as a gift to the world. And I'll show you another example. This is the sun on the chart where I'm pointing now. The sun takes a year to move around the chart. And then the other thing is as well, the moon, which is here, this is the transits on the outside, the moon takes 29 days to move around the chart. So when I was born, and because I'm a Gemini, this is my sun when I was born here, my birth sign, Gemini. And the sun, when I'm next birthday, it's going to take half a year, as you can see, to move around there, and then it will be exact, which means that it's my birthday. And this is my Pluto, that's Uranus, that's Neptune, South Node, past life, North Node, this life, got Mars, Mercury, Juno, Venus, Saturn, Chiron, and my moon and Jupiter. And you can see Jupiter, you might have heard in astrology, Jupiter is currently in Scorpio. Scorpio is my rising sign, my ascendant, which, and that's my ascendant here, just there. And Jupiter is in for me in my 12th house of Scorpio. So you can look up where your Jupiter is as well, because that's that placement there is going to last until a whole year, until November. And this is why a lot of things are being uncovered, like the Hollywood thing and things like that. Jupiter in Scorpio is bringing up a lot of the dirt, but a lot of good stuff as well. It's uncovering stuff so that we can heal all of this nonsense that we human beings go through. And right, so now I'm going to show you, you can see that Chiron at birth, 4th house, Chiron return here, 4th house. So this is the little bit that I'm clearing up. And here is Chiron in the houses. This is the web page. I'm going to put the link below. It's beautiful, I found this one. And it explains here what Chiron in the houses means, little section there. And then it's got Chiron in the 1st house, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So I'm going to just read you mine. Chiron in the 4th house, this shows your deepest wound residing in your family life, which is true because I don't have family in my life. It was my deepest wound. It can predict a difficult childhood, which it did. There was lots of abuse and children's homes, and it was very, very difficult. Very difficult time from birth until I left home at 14 and a half. I was cast out actually at 14 and a half. It says here having a disabled parent. I didn't have that, but my father had alcohol issues, which was traumatic as well. And then it says this can manifest in many ways, but the important factor is that you must learn to separate yourself from your past and not let the chains hold you down. So I can absolutely say that just about now I'm feeling that, like, to me, metaphorically, it's like one big, metal chain, like big links, and it's rusty old links in my head, and they've all got to go. I want joy in my life now. It does say this is a hard placement to dig into because the 4th house shows the deepest part of your soul. And I agree with that. I feel that my soul was violated. That's my belief. And I know that to be true. I felt that. It says Chiron nestles far down and is almost invisible. And I believe that too, because I've had a business over the years, and anybody looking at me from the outside in would think that, I'm just outgoing, and they'd get this side of me that they wouldn't know what was going on under the surface. And also I wasn't allowed to talk about my childhood, about what was going on. It was all secretive. Then it says forgiving. I don't like that word. I've got this thing about forgiving, not about forgiving, but it says forgiving the past is needed. But the idea that really for me it's been about acceptance and learning to love myself. And, I think forgiveness to me, this is just my idea, it means to me that, that we're blaming or that I'm a victim, and I don't look at life that way. And I find that a very homogenized word, meaning that, it's handed down through religion and other spiritual ideas as well. What else have we got? So forgiving myself. Again, I don't believe I need to forgive myself. I need to just love myself deeply. And then it says, and for those who made me feel the way that I felt, and I agree with that it's time to let all of that really be released in me. And it's been a lot of work to do that. It's been a lifetime's work. It says that you have a strong sense of empathy for others and a desire inside you to nurture those who feel displaced, which I do because I trained in Faster EFT and NLP, and I research a lot of modalities to see how we can speed up healing for people at a deep level. So I use Faster EFT to help people heal their old memories and wounds, and guide people through coaching sessions and mentoring. Then it says you must learn how to nurture yourself the same way. So that's what I'm doing now as well. I'm giving myself a lot of slack and a lot of self-love. Then it says once I've learned to forgive the past and learned to allow self-nurturing and open myself up to the world without fear of getting hurt, I then can transcend the pain. And I'm just about there. I feel there's a little bit to go. But I'm going to put these links below, and I hope this is really useful to explain Chiron for your own houses. Once you know your date and time, place, then you can put that into the link I'm going to give you, and then you'll be able to, it's astro.com, and then you'll be able to see what Chiron means for you, and see if you're on track for the big finale of graduating your pain and becoming a gift to the world, which I'm sure we all are anyway. Okay, thanks for watching. Thank you. Any questions, then you can message below, leave a comment if you wish. And also I've got a like page on Facebook where I help people with their Faster EFT, Neuro-Linguistic Programming, coaching and mentoring. And also I do look at a bit of astrology, as I'm now studying to become certified in astrology. So I do look at people's charts. As little as I know at the moment, I am going to be going much further in astrology. Thanks for watching. Thank you.